Microphone all set up. We are ready to go. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with 3 of the NBA Finals. Coming off a game 2 that saw the Thunder rebound after a gut-wrenching loss in game 1. Well, we're back for game 3 in Indiana. And if I know the Pacers, they are going to try to go full on, try hard. And now my camera quit on me. You know what that means, right? It's now, oh, we're back. I threatened to break out the auxiliary camera, and my computer's like, no, wait, whoa. No need for the auxiliary camera, bro. No need for that. I'll behave for now. All right, so we should be underway in about 5 minutes or so, although knowing ESPN, who knows? What's good, Fred? Haven't seen you in a while. Too busy watching your Minnesota teams, huh? That's tough. Yeah. I always forget I have a couple Minnesota fans who are common sites in the chat. Oh, brother. Oh, yee. But yeah, we're hopefully going to see a banger game 3. Now, what is Indiana going to do? Because they've lost they've lost game 3 every round so far. They're 0-3 in game 3s. That's a feat I didn't think was even possible, but yeah. Yep. Going back to what they've done so far in the playoffs. I mean, of course, first couple rounds, they would usually win the first 2 and lose in game 3. I mean, against the Bucks, they win the first 2. They lose game 3 by 16. They bounce back and win 2 in a row. Against the Cavs, win the first 2. Get smacked in game 3. Smack the Cavs in game 4. Win game 5. Against the Knicks, win first 2. Get smacked in game 3. Win the next 2. Or don't win the next. They win, lose, and then win. This is the first time this year that the Pacers did not win, not up 2-0. They could literally be losing a series for the first time all playoffs. So the starting 5 for the Thunder, as always, is Dort, Williams, SGA, Wallace, and Chet. For the Pacers, it's Nembhard, Nesmith, Halliburton, Siakam, and Turner. Guardians decided to wake up without Quan. Who's Quan? You mean Quan? Stephen Quan? The real season begins now. Buddy, the real season began like a month ago. 2 months ago. What are you talking about? All right. Betting odds for this game. The Thunder opened up at 5.5. It's now Thunder by 4.5. Over under 225.5. Money line for the Thunder minus 215. For the Pacers is plus 180. Thunder are in their blue unis, and the Pacers are in their standard yellow. Notice they've locked up the City Connects that they wore pretty much every home game in the first 2 rounds. I think because they're not allowed to wear them. And we're underway from Gainbridge Fieldhouse for Game 3. And we already have a turnover. My God. We already have a turnover. Okay. All right. Yeah, just a little shove move. Oh, damn, SGA. Shove. So that's already a first turnover of the game. Freaking SGA with an offensive foul. 10 seconds in. Wow. Here's Nembhard. And we have another whistle. Oh, this is going to be that kind of game. Okay. Dort with the foul. His first. Okay. All right. That's how it's going to be, huh? Okay. Here's Tyrese. Turner. Halliburton. To the corner. Nembhard. 3 is way off. Okay. All right. 11:23 to go. Here's the Thunder. SGA. Spin. Up. No. Taken by Nesmith. And here comes the Pacers from right to left. Nesmith to Turner. Turner working on Chet. And up. Missed. Taken by Chet. Holmgren will take it the other way. From left to right. Coast to coast. Stop. Turn. Hook. Good with the left hand. Eight seconds in the turnover. Here's another turnover. Wallace with the dunk, but he missed somehow. And the putback is good by J-Dub. Yeah, 8 seconds in and we already had a turnover. That's tough. It's 4-0. Pull up, almost blocked, but Siakam gets it in off the glass. Here's J-Dub. Racing up the floor against Nesmith. Gets a screen from the floor. Drive up and good. 10 to go in the first. Siakam against SGA. Backing him down. Turnaround jumper is good in the paint. 6-4. And there's a drive and there's a whistle. Okay. Whistle is on Nesmith, his first. All right. J-Dub. Screen or attempted screen. And there's Holmgren wide open under the basket for the dunk. Clear path. Nobody around really. Great execution on that play. Siakam against Wallace. Spin. Turnaround jumper is in and out. Okay. Chet Holmgren races up the other end. Chet against Turner. Spins. Goes up on him and draws the foul on Miles Turner. 4-1 Baltimore now. Bottom 8. Come on, O's. Finish the job. Finish the job. But you know what's really funny? This is sad. You know how down bad the Knicks are right now? You know, it's so down. You know, the Knicks are so down bad when it comes to finding a coach. They're not requesting interviews with assistants. They're straight up going all up and down the NBA requesting interviews with head coaches. They have not been approved yet. They've done like 6 requests and all have been denied. I just got a notification that said they requested an interview and there's a turnover. They requested an interview. Well, no, it's not a turnover. They requested an interview with Billy Donovan. And the Bulls said no. Here's the inbound. Oh, guess it wasn't a turnover. It was just out of bounds. All right. Off the Thunder. Hold up. 2 is good by Siakam. 13-6. Oh, 10-6. God, I'm all over the place. Wallace, Dort, open 3 is good. 8:45 to go here in the first quarter. Turner, Nembhard, Halliburton to Nembhard. Gives it off to Siakam and an offensive foul on the Pacers. I believe that's now been, 4 or 5 denials. Mavs, denied. Wolves, denied. Bulls, denied. Mavs, Wolves, Bulls. There's been like a few others too. Oh yeah, Ime Udoka, denied. And missed it completely. Surprised they don't request an interview with us, although I better shut up because knowing us, we'll approve it. Drive, Siakam, kick out, 3 ball is short. If they do something stupid like that and not bring in Johnny Bryant, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I'm gonna laugh. Knicks being the Knicks, of course. Holmgren works against Turner. Kick it out to J-Dub. J-Dub drives in another freaking whistle. It's on Siakam. In fact, Shams did a tweet earlier. So I think 5 denials they've had so far. Because he tweeted out about them being 0 for 4 earlier. Floater is up and good for Chet. Timeout, Pacers. Okay, so let's go through all the names that they have been denied for so far. So I go to Shams' Twitter. Shams. By the way, how about Giannis earlier today? Tweeting out how, does anybody else miss Woj? I mean, I do. I miss the Woj bomb. They were awesome. So, Quinn Snyder, denied with the Hawks. Then there was like a few others too. Ime Udoka, denied. Jason Kidd, denied. Minnesota, oh yeah, Minnesota, denied. Oh, that's tough. That's denied. What's up, OGT? Ohio Game Talks. Yeah. Let me see here. I was just talking about how the Knicks are down horrendous right now because they're out here requesting interviews with established head coaches. And pretty much all of them have been denied so far. Now, Rocha, my guy, he's probably thinking, please interview Steve Kerr. Please interview Steve Kerr. Please interview Steve Kerr. Please, God damn it, interview Steve Kerr. Please, God, get him out of here. But then you'd be like, we don't want to interview Steve Kerr. No. You don't feel bad for them, no? I only feel bad for him because it's like, that's tough. OGT, I figure you're rooting for OKC. Me, I don't really care, but I want to see Shea win one. That'd be cool. You know, for my guy Karam, who's been popping in my DMs now for a while. You know, he was in my chat earlier for the series recap. By the way, GG's OGT. Yeah, for the Reds series. Of course, you know, we kicked the absolute dog crap out of the Reds today when it didn't matter. And as usual, that's what the Guardians are good at. Winning games to avoid sweeps. We are elite at that. We can't win a series, but we can definitely avoid a sweep. Oh, yeah. Funny part was, I was at the store for the majority of the game. So I didn't even watch it until the end. I was in the car coming home and, you know, I saw a notification. Carlos Santana, grand slam. And I'm like, oh my God. Whoa. Hey, yo. Oh, what happened? Why is my thing blinking? That was weird. 5-1 Baltimore. Hey, yo. Oh. So we have substitutions. Obi Toppin is in for Nesmith, and Miles Turner will exit. First substitutions of the evening. Heck yeah. But yeah, as far as the Knicks go, it's just funny to see that happen. Couldn't happen to a better team. OGT says, screw them. They're losers. I hope they don't find a coach. Just want a good competitive series. Here's Halliburton up top. Nembhard. I'm sorry, Shepherd pull up 2 is good. So Shepherd, Toppin, Nembhard, Siakam, and Halliburton on the floor for the Pacers. We got J-Dub, Holmgren, Dort, Shea, and I believe that's Wallace out there for the Thunder. As Caruso is ready to come in. There's a turnover. Here comes the Pacers pushing the tempo up and batted around. Put the bucket in the... God, I can't even speak. Put the ball in the bucket. There you go. God, the bucket in the ball. Working a bit today. Barely watched. Yeah. You wouldn't have seen much from your team anyway. And there's a turnover. Oh my God. These teams are playing drunk again. Sloppy ball. All right. Oh. All right. 6:27 to go already here in the first. Here's SGA against Nembhard. Drives inside. Watch out for that push. And he missed it. Taken by Siakam. Here comes Halliburton. Tyrese against SGA. Pull up inside. Misses. Too sharp off the backboard. Here's Holmgren. Fouled and have 2 shots. Yeah, I barely watched the game today either. If someone asks me, do you like Halliburton? I'll say, not really. Nah. It's whatever. I mean, I'm not going to say I hate Tyrese Halliburton. It's just meh, whatever. I don't care. I simply just do not really care. Oh. Wow. The Knicks drunk DMing coaches you up is hilarious. These other teams are like, are you serious right now? Are you trolling? You gotta be trolling. All right, 17-10. Early lead for the Thunder. Here's Turner against Caruso. Out the top end for 3s. No good. And here comes the push. Nice pass. And all alone is Chet with another dunk. Nobody around. Just feeding his dude easy dunks in the paint. Nobody's really around. Billy Donovan. Wow. That's hilarious. Someone's going to bite on that, though, and just let him have a chance. But who would it be, though? Step back for 3s. No good. It would be a coach that would be like, hey, we would fire his ass anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Pull up. It's good. And I thought there could have been a foul. More relaxing when you've already seen your team get a ring. Yeah. But obviously, I don't want to see a rival win one. But I don't really care, really. Halliburton. Nice pass. Top in. Up and in for 2. Timeout, Thunder. Now, see, if the Cavs didn't have 2016, I'd be like, man, give me the Thunder all day. I don't want to see the Pacers win one before us. That's like with the NFL. I don't want to see the Bungles win one before us. Hell no. Which is why I don't think they will. All right, so let's go through. Oh, what the hell? What the helly? Oh, what the helly? What? That's what people say. What the helly? What the Halliburton? What the Halliburton? Mike Brown in the crowd still waiting to avoid anyone's guaranteed money. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Mike Brown. You know, as bad as Jimmy Haslam is as an owner, I will say, at least he's not Mike Brown. Mike Brown he's got Dolan syndrome. You know what? I'm going to call that what the Bengals have, Dolan syndrome, where they don't want to pay players. They hate spending money. They get hives when they have to spend. I could just see freaking Mike Brown in his office, right? When he hears about contract negotiations. Oh, that has him breaking out in the hives and getting a rash. He'd be like, oh, God. Oh, my God. No negotiations. Oh, God. Just imagine that, right? An owner that doesn't spend. That's tough. In the NFL, man, you can't stay competitive if you do that. What the Halliburton? Yeah, 0 for 5. That's tough. That's so. Yeah, Quinn Snyder, Ime Udoka, Chris Finch, Billy Donovan, and there's one more I'm missing. Yeah. Momentum is building for college basketball to move from 2 halves to 4 quarters. That would be cool because that would help the kids prepare for playing 4 quarters in the NBA. And it would be cool too because it's like how many minutes? Probably 10-minute quarters? Around there? Even 12 wouldn't be the worst, but you already played 2 20-minute halves. Just split them up even more than 4 10-minute quarters. So yeah, the Knicks tried to get permission to interview Ime Udoka, Chris Finch, and then we've seen what's that now? 5. Quinn Snyder was 3. There's at least Jason Kidd 4, and now Billy Donovan 5. Who's going to be the next one? Knicks moving like me on Hinge. That's hilarious. All right. I'm sorry, what? Dort, 3 ball is good. Oh, now he's hitting threes now. You can relate, but if the Cavs didn't have 2016, I'd be killed inside watching Halliburton. Yeah. It would kill me inside to watch a rival win a championship. I didn't really care when the Bucks did it though, because again, we have 2016. It's cool seeing Giannis win one. You can't even hate Giannis. And by the way, I saw a tweet. I don't know how legit it is. The Cavs could be interested in Malcolm Brogdon for the vet minimum in free agency. I'd be down with that all day, especially if they don't bring back Ty Jerome. But even if they did, I'd still bring in Malcolm Brogdon. No turnover for the Thunder. Teams are just being extra loose with the ball today. They're not really taking good care of it at all. 3:53 to go in the first. There's another turnover. And it's turned it over right back on the save attempt by Hallerkraut there. Yeah. Corner. Turner 3. Here's Caruso. Walks up the floor from left to right. Good defense by the Pacers. Here's Dort. Pull up for two is Brick. What's up, Eric? Yeah, it's Hartenstein. Yeah. Hartenstein. Nemhard over to Halliburton for three. It's good. Halliburton's got 5 points. And the one Baltimore. Oh my God, Detroit. Hey, yo. Dort, three. As he falls down, trying to draw a foul, but nothing was called. Classic. 25-20. Kick out. Halpin goes up and in for two. Here's SGA. Working against Nemhard. And now my screen's glitching. But he got the goaltend on Turner. So count the basket. Yeah, 10-1 Baltimore over Detroit. Wow. Yeah, I've never really hated the Bucks, to be honest. They're like probably my least hated division rival. Turner, drive, almost blocked by Hartenstein, but he missed the shot. He was hearing footsteps. Here's Caruso. Kick out. Here's a drive. Back and down. Wiggins up, and he lost the ball. Must have thought there was a foul or something, but nothing was called. Again. Up top. Here's Halliburton. Nice pass. Nemhard. Out to Toppin. Toppin. Halliburton. Kick out. Toppin for three. Is no good. Had to make sure there wasn't no ricochet or clap back where it finds its way down the hole. Drive up and in for SGA. And he's got 4. Foul the other way on Wiggins. Yeah, like I said earlier, I said this around game 1. This finals is giving me major Milwaukee Phoenix Suns finals vibes. Friday, game 4, 8:30 p.m. Then Saturday, Fever and Liberty. The reason why game 4 is on a Friday. And then Monday, you will have Thunder Pacers game 5. There's Caitlin Clark. I think she's still out, but not for long, I'm sure. Free throws missed. Taken by Chet. Looks like a couple of her teammates sitting with her, too. That's cool. Got to support your other team, right? The other team that plays there. You share the building with them. SGA and a foul. That'll be on Shepard. His first. About a minute to go here in the first quarter. In 49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana. Yeah, I like that. This is Indiana. And now you got this like little conspiracy. Not conspiracy, but it's like a fun little sports gimmick where everyone believes that the Pacers are sacrificing players for their success. Like, oh yeah, Darius Garland had big toe surgery. Where's he from? Gary, Indiana. Jaylen Brown has surgery. Where is he from? Around Indiana, somewhere in Indiana. Oh my God, Mr. Irsay passed away. What happened? What team does he own? Indianapolis Colts. Like they just can't stop getting just doing the sacrificing stuff. God, sacrificing other players, but they are from Indiana. And there's a foul. Obviously, it's just, a fun little, haha, a little sacrificing. They're not actually sacrificing people. No, if they were sacrificing anything, it'd be goats and chickens. I don't even know. Oh, man. Fouls on Hartenstein. They're over the limit, so 2 shots coming for the Pacers. Hartenstein has his first foul. Free throw is good. It's crazy. We're getting almost to the middle of June. Like, that's nuts. 12 points for Chet already. 9 for Dort. Remember a couple games ago when they just started doing the whole switch up thing, taking Hartenstein out of the lineup, and then Holmgren looked like ass. What's doing now? He's cooking. Because they adjusted and they figured out how to do things the right way. So Thomas Bryant has checked in now for the Pacers. He immediately loses the ball because, of course. Here's Holmgren up the floor. 35 seconds to go. Here's SGA against Shepard. Chet, and another freaking foul on Bryant. That'll be his first. And now Toppin will return to the floor for Thomas Bryant, who managed to play about a few minutes, if that. Free throw is good. I'm pretty sure Pat McAfee was actually for a show today. I think he was live in front of, around the arena. At the arena. Of course, I didn't watch it because I was out doing some shopping. Gotta replenish the food supply in the crib. Gotta get the food supply is running low. It's 27 seconds to go in the first. So I missed a good portion of the Guardians game and Pat McAfee show, which, who cares? Pat McAfee. What are we doing here? Here's he loses the ball. McConnell being careless with it. Call him Mick Careless. 8 seconds to go. He lost the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with OKC. McConnell punched the ball out. Jalen Williams will enter for Ken Williams. And Caruso enters for Cason Wallace. SGA backing down. Turnaround jumper is no good. And that's it for the first. After 32-24 Thunder. I like how all the Browns fans are cool with OGT, but they hate Dashy. Because the thing is, OGT isn't Dashy. OGT's actually cool. Yeah, he's a Bungle fan and I hate his team, but he's a Cavs fan. I'm not going to trash talk him. Dashy just makes it easy to hate on him because he's a freaking, Bungles? Bucks? Bulls? This dude really chose 2 teams that I absolutely hate. The Bulls and the freaking Bungles. Come on. Now, if OGT was a fan of, my rival teams, besides the Bungles too, then yeah. The Reds I don't really hate. It's mainly the Bungles that I despise of his teams. Other than that, he's Ohio State, Cavs, yeah. And you don't see Ohio Game Talks coming out here making videos talking ish. Never forget that dude Dashy freaking called me crazy mutt. And he said I look like, Adam Newman? Whoever the hell that was. I actually had to ask my mom one time who the hell Adam Newman was, and she said, I think he's a soap opera character. I'm like, still calling me a soap opera character when his channel's named after a freaking My Little Pony character. Come on, bro. My Little Pony. And yes, that's true. Yeah. His channel, I believe, is actually named some My Little Pony character thing. Dashy. Really? You come at me like that? Come on now. Where'd you get your name from, crazy dog? Oh, I'm a lunatic. You gotta be a little wild, crazy to be a Browns fan. And dog is Dog Pound. Hmm. But yeah, Ohio Game Talks is a really cool person. Eligible. He actually knows ball. You know? I'm one of the only Bungle fans on social media that I really just don't hate. Every Bungle fan I see on Twitter, I want to reach through my freaking computer and slap him in the face. For seemingly OGT at this point. I swear, the majority of content creators for that damn fan base, they have like no brain cells. I mean, what the hell, brother? You want to know how to trigger a Bungle fan? Tell them that Cincinnati's in Kentucky, because it pretty much is. If there was an earthquake, right, and all of a sudden the outline of Cincinnati got cut up and then just shifted, bro, you're in Kentucky. You're practically in Kentucky. Your airport is in Kentucky. Damn it. Shut. All right. 11:44 to go. Here's McConnell. Pull up. Nice pass inside. Siakam for two. And here comes, and this is steal. McConnell. Nesmith. Three ball. Siakam misses. Rebounded. Nice pass again. Up and in for Mathurin. And it's a 4-point lead, just like that. 4 quick points. Here's Caruso. Up top. Here's a pass. Holmgren drives. Pull up for two, and he and out. Taken by the Pacers. Chance to cut this lead to one possession. Here's McConnell. Races inside. Pull up. Fade away. Missed. Brought down by Wallace. Here comes Holmgren. Tried to throw it down and got fouled in the process. He's such a tough dude to stop. Oh my God. Fouls on Nesmith. His second. I might hate on the Browns, but it's all love at the end. It's just a rivalry. Yeah. It's only a game. It's only a game. It's only a game. Oh, man. First free throw is good. More coming up. Chet Holmgren looking like the best player on the floor right now for the Thunder. Second free throw is up and good. He's got 15 of the 34 points. Yeah, 15 of the 34. Just under half their points. And there's a foul on Hartenstein. So on the floor for the Thunder is Holmgren, J-Dub, Wallace, Hartenstein, and Caruso. And for the Pacers, it's Siakam, Nesmith, Turner, McConnell, and Mathurin. Heck, if he keeps this up, he might just outpace the Pacers. See what I did there? I'll be here all week. Literally, I will be. I ain't. going nowhere. And I ain't going nowhere. All right. Obi Toppin's in, as is Aaron Wiggins. Here's Mathurin. Pull up two is good. 10:20 to go in the half. Pass inside. Underneath. Caruso blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with OKC. Oh, man, that's hilarious. What is that? All right, so what are we doing here now? I got my volume like extremely low, so I really can't hear what they're talking about. Gotta be careful because I don't want, ESPN to get mad at me. So they went inside the Caruso, got blocked. Okay, so here's the inbound to the corner. Outside to J-Dub. J-Dub draws against Mathurin. Pull up for two. No good. Brought down by Siakam. 10 minutes to go in the half. Mathurin almost lost it. Got it back, though. Mathurin. McConnell to the side. Drives inside under baseline. Nice pass up and in for Nesmith. There's a steal. God, that dude freaking pisses me off, dude. He did that. That's what he's known for. Stealing. Whoa, I better watch out. But yeah, that's his thing, man. He's very tenacious on the defensive end. There was a game against the Cavs years ago. He had like 9 steals in a game. Never forget. Very agitating, that's for sure. He'll get under your skin. Get after you. It's only a game. It's only a game. How bad he missed it. Brought down by Holmgren. Up ahead, here's Wiggins. Thunder trying to push it. And underneath, up, and good for Isaiah. That's Wallace. Who was that, Isaiah Joe? Nope. That's Cason Wallace. Wallace. Kick out. 3 in the corner is good for Mathurin. Timeout, Thunder. It's a 1-point lead for OKC. An 11-4 run in the second quarter. In the last 3 or so minutes. But yeah, people be like, why do you hate Dashy so much? Usually because like a little gnat flying around, you can't get rid of him. Like, like a little fly. You know those flies, right? They won't leave you alone. Always running, always talking. That's the main reason. Like, it's so funny too because you see him on Twitter. You guys should see the things he tweets sometimes. Like, I mean, that's cool, his interests and stuff. But some things should not be tweeted. Because nobody cares. He be tweeting stuff like, I'm gonna have a hamburger for lunch. I'm like, that could have stayed off Twitter, because nobody cares. This isn't a diary. I will say Steelers and Ravens fans are much worse than Ohio teams. Oh, for sure. Especially Steelers. What have they done lately? Nothing. Their last... Well, no, you can't really say that now because they made the playoffs the last couple of years, but they haven't made it far at all. Good evening, Charles. OG, I try to be civil. Yeah, you're one of the rare good Bungle fans I've seen. I can actually have a genuine conversation with you. Which is why, come the week before week 1, me and OGT will be on his channel having a good discussion about, how should I say, civilized discussion about week 1. NBA Finals Game 3 may contain scenes of absolute cinema that may be too exciting for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Cinema. If you are taking any health prescriptions, please be aware of the potential for exciting moments that'll cause heart palpitations and excessive sweating. And you may pass out. And always, please be sure to keep hands and feet and all other objects inside the vehicle at all times. Because this game is going to be a roller coaster. You see Indiana taking Game 3? They haven't won a Game 3 yet in the playoffs. There's the time to do it, though. It's now. You lost Game 2. So the pressure's on. Because let me tell you something. Yeah. You lose tonight. And you lose on Friday. You're going back to You're going back to OKC down 3-1. That'd be a nightmare for them. Honestly, I see them splitting in Indiana too. I think it'll come down to a best of 3 with 2 in OKC in games 5, 6, and 7. Look at that. There's a look at downtown Indianapolis. Nice day out. That's good. Of course, in the Midwest, weather can be very unpredictable. So 36-35. Isaiah Hartenstein enters for Chet. That's the only change. 9-11 and counting here in the first half. J-Dub, pull up 2 is missed off the side. All right, here comes Siakam. Connell underneath, up, and he missed it, but a foul. These guys are just attacking the rim. That's on Aaron Wiggins. And all of a sudden, the Pacers have a chance to tie and possibly take the lead here. They have done a great job just driving to the rim, being aggressive, and not really wavering from the pressure. McConnell's sister signed with Phoenix on June 3rd. That's cool. That family is busy. Wow. Free throw is good. 8:58 to go here in the half. Pacers up 1. There's Hartenstein. SGA. Pass is stolen by McConnell, of course. Siakam up, and he missed it off the front of the rim. There's a big chance missed there. SGA bumped, missed the shot. McConnell brings it up the floor, inside to Siakam, against Caruso. Mathurin up, and good. A little bit of contact, but no foul. 39-36 Pacers. Their motto is yes, sirs. All right. And a block brought back by Caruso up top against Siakam. Drives, goes up, and blocked again. Put back is missed, but there's a shot clock violation. Just another messy possession by the Thunder. After a great first quarter. I mean, you could say, have they forgot how to play? Here's McConnell. Over to Mathurin. Mathurin drives. Nice pass. Is out of bounds. Thunderball. Wow. I think both OGT and Dashie hate the Browns, but Dashie expresses it way more on his channel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's true, Elephant. That's true. Hey, I gotta turn my camera off real quick, guys. There we go. Dashie always does that. He'll let it be known that he hates the Browns. I'm not expecting Bengals fans to like the Browns. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, if you asked a Bungle fan, if it came down to root for the Browns or watch the earth just collapsing on itself, they'd be like, well, bye, Earth. Or like if you asked them, what would you do if the Browns won a Super Bowl? They'd be like, oh, turn off my PS5. I can tell you one thing: if the Browns ever folded their franchise, Bungles fans would be one of the major fan bases that would be throwing parties. Yeah. But let me just say too, if it was on the other foot and the Bungles folded their franchise, we'd laugh our asses off at them. We're like, well, Mike Brown's too damn cheap. Or like if they can't get a stadium deal thing done and the team actually ends up moving, oh, we're gonna be like, oh, that's tough. You hate to see that. You know, you hate to see that. That's another thing that would get Dashie all worked up. You freaking tweet something, not even talking about him. You're talking about his team in general. And this dude will freaking come out and tweet about, oh, you can't talk trash about my team without my permission. I'm like, dude, who do you think you are, fool? Huh? He calls himself the Scorpion of the Bungles fan base. Now we're doing a freaking cosplay of Scorpion from a video game. Let me get this straight, buddy. You name your channel after a My Little Pony character, and you're doing cosplays, and you're portraying yourself as the Scorpion from a video game. Yeah, all right, buddy. All right. Uh-huh. When I first saw his channel, I thought his name was Dashie like itself, but no. No. Nope. Real name, his government name. If you want to know what it is, just look him up on Twitter. It's his freaking Twitter handle. So Ken Williams, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Joe enter for the Thunder. Miles Turner returns to go out there with Toppin, Mathurin, Halliburton, and Nembhard for the Pacers. Ooh, top 9. Boston up by 1. Ooh, wow. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. But hey, at least the Guardians gained a game on the freaking Tigers. That's good. We're only what? 7.5 games back now? Woo! All right, 7:18 to go in the half. Here's SGA, and we got another whistle. Lou Dort is also in for Wallace, by the way. Nembhard with the foul. His second. 7:17 to go here in the second quarter. 3-0 Giants. Wow. I'm sure Rocha's enjoying that. It's out to Joe for 3. It's gone. Got to get yourself a little cup of Joe, right? Ha ha. Ha ha. Here's Halliburton. Underneath. Rebounded. Here's Toppin. Baseline. Kick out. Nice passing. Nembhard. 3! Third, 42-39. Here's SGA. Working against Nembhard. Nice pass. Joe for 3. He's good. All right. 42-42. Fouls on Isaiah Joe. Got a foul. Again. 6:05 to go. That's on Isaiah Joe. That's his second. 2 quick fouls on Isaiah Joe. Not really the way you want to start. 2 big threes and then 2 quick fouls. Wouldn't happen, but if they ever left Cincy, they'd be dead to me. People be like, what if if the Browns left, would I still root for them? Depends on where they went. Right? Free throw is good. Because honestly, if they left for like Vegas per se, nah, get out of my life, you bums. Weak ass team. Man, I'd be on a new team before the next weekend. Up in. There's a foul. 1 for Mathurin. People are going to be like, man, I know you've been waiting your whole life to jump from that dumbass team, huh? I'd be like, honestly, because honestly, what would happen is if the Browns moved out of Cleveland again, which we all know that's not happening. That would never happen. Not in a million years. But if it did, God forbid, if I heard that the city wasn't trying to get a team back, which obviously they would be the first team in line to get an expansion again, which obviously that's not going to happen, so I don't have to worry about it. But I'd probably be on a new team like so quick if they didn't get like, an expansion team. I would essentially have like a temporary new team. I wouldn't even have a new favorite team. But like if they just left and never came back, like as a franchise, yeah. Eventually I'd probably find a new team after like 2 years of something. I'd scour the landscape, see what's out there. But yeah, the Browns ain't going anywhere, thank God. SGA, kick out to J-Dub, pass around the horn. Here's Holmgren. Dort got him on a jump fake. Pull up 2 is way off. Out of bounds. I think it was blocked by Toppin. 47-42 Indiana, 5:23 to go. Stadium doesn't go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She'd be so pissed. You root for the Browns because they're the Cleveland Browns. I root for the Bengals because they're the Cincinnati Bengals. It makes sense to switch if they moved. Yeah. 3! Oh, that's an air ball. But I think it might have been blocked again. 47-42. 5:22 to go here in the half. Pacers trying to win game 3 for the first time in the playoffs. They're 0-3. Floater is good for Halliburton. First time since 2000 since that the finals are in Indiana. The last time the finals were in Indiana, Kobe, Shaq, and company were in town. It's good for Caruso. Flash forward 25 years, and it's SGA, Caruso, Dort, and company in the Thunder. Pull up for twos. Too strong. Here comes J-Dub racing up the other way. Almost lost it. Gathers the dribble. Almost got tipped again. 14 on the shot clock. 4:28 and counting. J-Dub working again on Halliburton. Got him in the air and he's fouled. 49-45 Indiana. Free throw. Missed the first. Siakam returns for the Pacers. Toppin will take a seat. Much deserved, I think. Stein returns for Holmgren. Mathurin has 14 points. Wow. This is Indiana. Free throw good. 4:22 to go in the half. Oh, yeah, 4:20. You know what to do. Smoke him if you get him. Yeah. Smoke it. Roll it up and smoke it. Yeah. Halliburton. Shepard comes up on Allen. Hartenstein and gets the bucket. 51-46. 3:56 to go. A 27-16 second quarter for the Pacers. Benning goes J-Dub. And the foul on Siakam. Chance to cut the lead to 2. J-Dub with 7. Looking for, or 6, looking for 7. Well, it's 7. Yeah, it's 7, looking for 8. Free throw good. 8 points now for J-Dub. 3:48 to go in the half. Halliburton. Hallie. Kick out. Shepard for 3 is missed. Here comes the Thunder. Drives right down and just blows past the defenders. Timeout Pacers. Right at 51. Just like that. Just a reminder, Game 4 is in 2 days. On Friday. Well, what is that? The Indiana Fever play on Saturday at this place. So obviously, I mean, it'd be funny as hell if they could have a doubleheader. No, they're not going to do that. You're not going to have a doubleheader with a marquee playoff basketball game and a regular season women's basketball game. No. Because of all the marquee value around the NBA Finals game. It's just not possible. No, regular season, yeah. You see it happen occasionally. Although it does put a lot of strain on the crew that works on the arena. Because they got to flip the court, right? Go from women's basketball to men's basketball, which isn't much. I mean, it's just flipping the court around a little bit. You know, changing out some things on the court. But that's about it. So there's, game 4 on Friday. And then game 5 will be on Monday. 15-14 in game 2. Leading scorers points tonight. They matched their totals in game 2 already. Which is actually crazy to think about. All right. I like when they show stats at the very bottom of the freaking screen that I can't see. Pull up is missed. Maybe my chair is getting lower. I don't know. There's a drive. SGA goes up and in for 2. 53-51, and right back goes Siakam for 2 to tie the game back up again. Now they're exchanging buckets. (53-53). SGA drives on Shepard. Pass. Hartenstein with the throwdown. We're really going to get a little back and forth action, huh? How long is this going to last, I wonder? Siakam. Backing off against Hartenstein. Drives. Works inside. Kick it out. Haliburton. And it's good. 55 apiece. What about 2:07 to go here in the half? All right. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. SGA, pull up 2, rolls off the side. And now here comes the Pacers. Haliburton for 3. It's good for Hallie. What the Hallie? What the Halliburton? There's actually a song that's literally got that title to it now. What the Hallie? Up, and he missed, but a foul. And now J-Dub will go to line for 2. That's the number 3 on Nesmith. I think. Number 3. 3 fouls on Nesmith. My dog's coming in to say what's up. Something else. Talk about making an entrance. That's for sure. Free throw number 1 is good. One more coming up for J-Dub. He's got a measly 9 points. SGA and Chet Holmgren leading the way in points so far. Free throw number 2 is off the front, no good, and Holmgren tries to win the race for it. Holmgren's like bleeding, like, bro, he touched it before I did. He's like, look at it, look at it. He is like pleading with them to look at it. But they're not going to. 1:23 to go. Siakam tried to throw it down and he gets fouled. Man, he was trying to throw it down on dude's head. My God. Feels like that's what the Cavs literally tried to do every time they had the ball in the paint. Throw it down on dudes' heads. That's tough. Plug the phone in real quick. All right, 1:14 to go here in the half. 60-56. Free throws are good for Siakam. Underneath, up and missed, but a foul. That'll send J-Dub back to the line for 2 more. Foul is on Siakam. His 3rd. Teams are just attacking the paint. Right there. Nope, right there. Barely, but yeah, there's some contact there. Free throw number 1 is good. Toppin returns for Siakam. There's a look at the halftime studio. As always, set up in the corner of the arena. Siakam will take a seat. Free throw is good. One minute left in the first half. Here's McConnell. Toppin. McConnell. Right wing side on the left. Drives. Lost his balance, and there's another freaking whistle. Cason Wallace is looking all perplexed, like, what? That'll be the first on Wallace. 2 shots for McConnell. OKC just is not going away at all. Free throw number 1 is good. Isaiah Joe returns for Cason Wallace. Free throw number 2 is good. .43 seconds to go. Here in the half. SGA drives, goes up, and got it for 2. 62-60, Indiana leads. 32 seconds to go. Pass blocked, but they couldn't keep it in bounds. That it goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Pacers. What a slick ass steal, too. Oh, wow. All right, 25 seconds to go. McConnell up top against Isaiah Joe. Everyone on their feet. 12 seconds left. Pull up 2 is good. Here's SGA. 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer is no good. And that's it for the first half. Pacers lead 64-60 in what was a rather entertaining first half. Pacers outscored the Thunder 40-28 in the second quarter. So yeah, how about that, huh? How about it? And now let's take a look at the box score and see how these guys did in the first half. Oh, man. So we go to the box score, starting with the Thunder. 3 players in double figures, as 15 for Chet Holmgren, 12 for SGA, and 11 for J-Dub. 9 for Dort, so he's doing much better lately. And 2 for Cason Wallace. On the bench, 6 for Joe, 3 for Caruso, 2 for Hartenstein. That's it. Overall, 20 of 42 from the field, 48%, 6 of 10 from the 3 from beyond the arc, 60%, and 14 of 17 from the line, 82%. 21 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 9 turnovers, and 11 fouls for the Thunder. On the other side for the Pacers, 13 for Siakam. He's always up there in terms of highest scores on the team. 12 for Halliburton, 4 for Nembhard, 3 for Turner, and 2 for Nesmith. Off the bench, big 14 points from Benedict Mathurin, 6 apiece for McConnell and Toppin, and 4 from Ben Shepherd. Overall, they are 24 of 43 from the field, 56%. That's crazy. Damn near 60% from the field. 5 of 13 from 3, 38.5%. And 11 of 13 from the line, 85%. 16 rebounds, 15 assists, 6 steals, 6 blocks, 7 turnovers, and 14 fouls for the Thunder. For the Pacers. It's the Pacers. So now, with that, let's put that back up. And now let's see what Twitter is complaining about, because I know damn well they are complaining about stuff, because that's what Twitter always does. It's just, what are they complaining about? Steele Jackson, you're something else, my dude. I don't think you're watching, but he just DM'd me on Twitter, being like, I wonder why Dashy is flexing the Ohio Cup like it's the World Series. I mean, it's because beating the Guardians is legit their World Series. I wonder when parade. There we go. Shout out to Steele Jackson, by the way. I'm talking about OGT being a sensible Uncle fan. Steele Jackson and my guy Mac, Yenzo Mac Sports, they're both very sensible Steeler fans. Yeah. One thing I've learned from the finals is if it's a close game on the road at half, the road team has the advantage. Right? Oh my God. She really tweeted at Karam Arku and said, Sam Presti is not one of the best GMs in the league. Sam Presti is literally like legit one of the best. What he's built with that team. Dashy don't know ball. Dashy don't know ball. DeMarre Carroll will join the Suns as an assistant. Really? Well, at least we got to see him one time with us. That's a bummer. Wonder who else will take with him. He's not going to take Johnny with him. Nah, I doubt it. Damn, that's tough. Since Jordan Ott was named the Suns head coach, Cavs were anticipating Ott taking some Cleveland assistants with him to Phoenix. A source says DeMarre Carroll will join the Suns as an assistant. I'll suck because I love that dude's hair. He had the coolest hairstyle ever, man. Ew. Besides, there was always something because, like, we always faced him with the Hawks. Felt weird having him on our staff. And he just had an aura around him, too. I'd take my 5 World Series titles over year 1. Don't tell my teams to delete their franchise. Dashy is flexing World Series titles that he wasn't even alive to see. Oh, yeah. Steele Jackson, pretty much speaking facts. I was going to say something, but then again, I won't want to hear the same thing in response, as he always does. I mean, But it's so funny because like they finally beat us for the first time in like overall. They finally won a series against us for the first time in like 10 years. And they don't know how to act. Ah, that's great. That's funny. I wonder how many times the Suns and Cavs have been involved in each other. And it's funny because Matt Ishbia and Gilbert hate each other. Well, it hasn't been too often. The Suns and Cavs, I don't think they've really made many trades together. I don't know if I can look. Let me see. Cavs. Oh, that's really making many trades at all. I really have no idea. This time was the Shaq stuff. I literally don't remember. Yeah, I can't look it up. I can't look up like who we would like if we made any trades with them. But I'm sure they have. Oh well. Dashy, of course, he would treat it as though they won a World Series. That's freaking hilarious. See if he's actually flexed it, like showing the trophy on here. Um, no. You tweeting about getting a hamburger or a steak burger from Steak and Shake. Like, okay, congratulations. Oh, they forgot my milkshake. You should go yell at them. Make a video about them. That's funny. That's hilarious. The Ohio Cup is ours. Wow, he went at freaking sports expert. Man, come on. Nah. She really rage quit today, too. He's like, I turned the game off. I've had it with Nestor Seja. See ya. I flex those World Series sometimes too, but that's only if it's needed. Yeah. This one freaking Reds fan last year, March 2024, said I'd give up the whole Reds farm system for Jose Ramirez. You'd have to give us like Ellie De La Cruz, Hunter Green, your like deed to your house, your whole entire franchise for him. I would do anything for J Ram to be the Jay Bruce of this era for the Reds. He's inherently clutch. Anything for the squad. The guards have such a good star, and he's a big part of why I'm invested in the organization. And that's why we would be dumb to do that. Thank God we extended him when we did. Nothing will ever make me happier than seeing that, right? That tweet saying how the Guardians extended Jose Ramirez right before the season started. Shames. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we've done business with the Suns in the past. just can't remember how long it's been. It's been a while, I'm pretty sure. Last time I think we made business with them, I think was for Shaq. We might have done like small trades, but that's the biggest trade I can remember involving us and the Suns. We do not really do deals, especially now because our owners hate each other. Landon Duckworth down to Auburn and South Carolina. He canceled his remaining official visits with Ole Miss and Florida State. Wow. Okay. All right. The U.S. Department of State has issued a level 4 do not travel alert to Iraq because of high risk tensions and life threatening risk. I mean, can't envision anybody like going there unless you're doing like a tour around the Middle East, going to see some cool sights over there. You know, from like the Mesopotamia era and stuff, right? That'd be really dope to do one of these days if I was a traveler. Like take a tour around the Middle East, around there, like the whole area, Southeastern Asia or Southwest Asia or whatever. You know, this like Iran. I don't know if I'd want to go there because of the tensions. You know, it would be fun when it's not constant fighting. Turkey would be cool too. There's some pretty cool stuff to do over there. It seems like. You know, the food would be interesting. The weather, I'm sure, would be kind of treacherous. The heat, yeah, the desert atmosphere. Um, if there was a country that I would want to go visit, honestly, Japan. You know why I want to go visit Japan? Just so I could walk into Tokyo, near Tokyo Tower, and just look up in pure horror and go, "Sua!" But then you know what would happen? Everybody would look at me and go, huh, tourist. Just look at me going, huh, tourist. Oh, man. But honestly, if it wasn't Japan, China, maybe. I mean, there's some good, they have some fun stuff over there, it seems like. I think Japan would be fun, though. I, first thing I would ever want to do in Japan is probably ride a bullet trains. Who do I rank as my top 5 players ever? In what sport? I mean, if we're doing across all major sports, sheesh, where do I start? Number 5, my favorite player, probably Jose Ramirez. Oh no, he's top 3. Number 5 would be Myles Garrett. Number 4, across all my major favorite sports, probably I'm gonna go hockey here. Johnny Gaudreau, of course. Gotta go Johnny. Johnny. Number 3, Jose Ramirez. Number 2, probably LeBron James. No, no. Number 2 would probably be who would number 2 be? Jim Tomey, maybe? Number 1, LeBron James. Number 2. None of it. Oh no. You know. Ah man. I always like find myself watching those travel YouTube channels. People that go out to like all these different countries. And it always amazes me. It's like, wow, that looks like fun. My dumbass would do something stupid and get into trouble. Oh. All right, so we're just about ready to get started in the third quarter. Lou Dort is back in for Caruso. You see the first half stats, first quarter, not really much happening for the Pacers, but then they turned it up in the second quarter. 40 points. Yeah. 10 assists? 22 assists? Yeah. No, 22 bench points. So Holmgren, J-Dub, SGA, Dort, and Wallace for the Thunder. Siakam, Nesmith, Turner, Nembhard, and Halliburton for the Pacers. We're ready for the third quarter. Let's get it. I always forget how quick freaking halftimes are in the NBA. I did not pay a single cent of attention to the halftime show. That's funny. All right, here's Nesmith up and blocked right away by SGA. J-Dub, SGA, J-Dub against Turner. Drives up and in for two. 11:25 to go. By the way, guys, did you know that this NBA Finals is presented by YouTube TV? I didn't know that. Three is missed. They got it plastered everywhere in that damn arena. God. That's a push off, and he got the bucket anyway. They got it plastered all over the place in that place, man. God. All right, here's Halliburton inside. Nembhard drives up, and he missed it off the side. Had a good look at it, too. And here comes the Thunder. The Thunder! SGA. Pull up for two is good. And Carlisle calls time. 6-0 run to start for the Thunder. Favorite Cavs of all time, LeBron, Love, and Spida. Now, if we want to go individual sports, instead of talking about across all sports, for the Browns, it's pretty set in stone at this point. Number 5, Joe Hayden. Number 4, Myles Garrett. Number 3, probably say, who would number 3 be? Nick Chubb. Yeah, Nick Chubb. Oh, yeah. Joe Hayden, Myles Garrett, Nick Chubb. Number 2, ooh, Njoku. Number 1, of course, Joe Thomas. For the Guardians / Indians, number 5, Grady Sizemore. Number 4, Corey Kluber. Number 3 would have been Francisco Lindor, I guess. Yeah. Number 2, Michael Brantley. Number 1, Jose Ramirez. For the Cavs, it's pretty obvious. You guys already know. Number 5, Tristan Thompson. Number 4, J.R. Smith. Number 3, Spida. Oh, no, not even Tristan. No, I'm going to say number 5, Tristan Thompson, or JR. It's like 5A and B. Yeah, they're like tied for 5th. Tristan and JR. Number 4, Spida, but he's rapidly rising. Number 3, you guys already know who the top 3 are. Come on, use the brain meats. Who do you think it is, huh? Number 3, Kyrie Irving. Number 2, Kevin Love. Number 1, LeBron James. Hey, why is Kyrie number 3? Because he left. But so did Kevin. Thing was, though, Kevin left because we weren't playing him. His hand was messed up. He was injured. And he's like, I want to play. So we were like, okay. It's not like he wanted out. Oh, no, he didn't like, I hate it here. Pretty much. I mean, Kyrie didn't hate it here. But him and LeBron, they kind of had a tumultuous relationship kind of thing going on, you know. Kevin Love stayed here for as long as he really could. Then we started a rebuild. And he hurt his hand, hurt his thumb. He couldn't shoot for crap. And he wanted to go play elsewhere because he lost his minutes. That's why Kevin's 2 and LeBron, of course, is number 1. Simple as that. So those are my main 3 teams. Now, what about Ohio State? That's tough. It's tough. I'm not even going to talk about Ohio State. Ain't above Spider for me, but I'd put Tristan and JR 4, Kyrie 5. You know, Kyrie would have been lower in the lineup if he hadn't just mellowed out after leaving Brooklyn or Boston. Because he went to Dallas, and he's like a completely new person now. He's actually chill again. Like, he's not some weirdo. There's, that, I thought that was Ron Artest. I'm like, who the heck is that? All right. Meta World Peace in the house, I guess? Wow. Here's Nembhard. Halliburton up top. Pull up for 2 is bricked. Bricked. Here comes the Thunder. J-Dub. Over to the right side. Drives up and good for 2 against Nesmith, who might have got popped in the mouth. 68-64. It's an 8-0 run to start the third quarter. Turner up against Holmgren. He got blocked by the rim. Ball rolls to Wallace. He'll give it to SGA. SGA walks it up. Fires for 3s. No good. Right back to SGA. Kick out. 3! Missed. Here comes the Pacers. Up ahead. Siakam. Turner got fouled by Holmgren. Oh. Damn, Marcelo Meyer hitting tank shots today for the Red Sox. $9:30 to go. Free throws are good for Turner. 8-2 run so far for the Thunder. And we have a whistle. $9:18 to go in the third. We have a jump ball in the left circle. This will technically be the Thunder's offensive zone. Yeah. They were jousting for it, and then they got a tie-up. So here's the jump ball. SGA versus Turner. Williams and Siakam jousting for position. Or jockeying for position. J-Dub's legit laughing. He's like, look at this dude over here pushing me, bro. And the ball is taken by the Pacers off the tip. Here's Halliburton. Up top for Nembhard. Nembhard over to Siakam. Top of the key. Or drive into the paint. Turn around. Kick out. Corner. Nesmith. 3. Oh, they're going to call it a long 2. It was close to a 3, but it's a 2. 2 for you. J-Dub to the corner. Wallace misses the 3 ball. Oh, ugly shot. Not even close. Nembhard to Siakam. Halliburton. Screened. Pass. Turner for 3. No. Tip back to Siakam. He'll get it out Halliburton drives, goes up, and good for 2. 8:15 to go in the third. Business is about to pick up here in Indiana. Indiana. Drive up and good for Wallace. 8 minutes to go in the third. Three. Oh, it's long 2. Wow. Long 2 again. 7:43 to go. Turner, 7 points. He's 2 of 10 from the field, though. And there's a steal. All alone is Halliburton. And he'll get the easy dunk. Possibly the easiest dunk of his life. Oh, 5-3 Colorado now? Damn, Giants. What the heck you doing over there, huh? Damn, brother. Pissing Rocha off now. Although Rocha could care less. I know that much. SGA for 3. For the MVP. Gets him right back into it with a 1-point deficit. He's got 17. We got a whistle. It's on Wallace. 2 shots coming up for Siakam. John Heyman said, "One more question, Thibodeau." Well, no, they're going to try to interview all the currently employed head coaches before they go on with their other cast, before they actually get to the legit list of guys who they can actually go after. I think it makes no sense. Caruso enters for Wallace. One more free throw for Siakam. And it's good. 6:57 to go in the third. It's a 3-point lead. Here's Caruso. SGA. Holmgren. Dort. Flyby. For 3 is good for Lou Dort. All of a sudden, he's making threes now. It's a wonderful sight for Thunder fans. Because he was struggling for a while there. But it looks like he's found his groove. Here's Siakam. Get attacked by J-Dub. Halliburton for 3 is missed. Tipped around, taken by SGA. With about 6 minutes to go in the third, we're closing in on halfway through the quarter. SGA almost fouled there. Lucky, and then it's tipped, goes to Caruso. Up to Williams. J-Dub against Siakam. Pull up for 2 is no good. Brought down by Nembhard. Mathurin, as Hartenstein will be coming in, it looks like. Halliburton for 3 is good. Timeout Thunder. Timeout Thunder. Isaiah Augustave from Colorado committed to South Carolina. Huh. He was going to Virginia for a minute, but now I guess he's going to South Carolina. Okay. Someone talked about Wisconsin's jump around tradition at Camp Randall. Someone said every bit as cool as it's billed to be because this account Walk On Red Shirts said jump around, overrated, underrated, or properly rated. Someone said every bit as cool as it's billed to be. Side note, Wisconsin fans are awesome. They'll invite you to their tailgates, ask you to bong beers, feed you, ask you to take shots, and then help you get to wherever your seats are. Huh. They seem like cool fans, right? I mean, it's funny because that tradition to jump around isn't even like a menacing tradition. You know, because some traditions are literally like there to kind of juice up their team and kind of scare the other team a little bit, you know. But a lot of these traditions are just really dope, right? Florida doing the won't back down, right? Remember, you know that? I think LSU has a tradition where they sing like Set It Off, some like crunk song. Can't remember who sings it, but yeah. Is it Boozy Badass or something? Boozy? It's Boozy Badass. Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Jump around. That has to be one hell of a sight in person. Oklahoma City should be embarrassed for selling game one. Yeah. Because Halliburton's Halliburton. He is apparently inevitable. He is inevitable. Oh, some places. Thomas Bryant in for Siakam. Toppin returns for Miles Turner. And Chet Holmgren will extra for Isaiah Hartenstein. Let me check on my fantasy basketball team. I'm up by 15 or 16. Okay. All right, 5:35 to go here in the third. Here's Hartenstein. Down 3. And his pass up and a dunk is missed by J-Dub. How do you not finish that? Pass is intercepted but saved by Bryant. And then another steal for real this time. Here's Caruso. Races up the other end. J-Dub, Caruso for 3. It's good. 14 for Hendricks. Love to see that. Hell yeah. Here's Halliburton. The steal, but it goes out of bounds. He almost had that. Showing a mic'd up segment or pieces from Halliburton. 81-79 Indiana. Benedict Mather made a jumper. Call out for J-Dub. Too strong. Almost had the bounce back, but he missed. Up top. And we have a whistle. Foul on J-Dub. Sin Cara's in AEW. Hang on. All right. Here's Halliburton. Kick out. Toppin! 3 is missed. 81-79 still. 4:06 to go. I know I didn't do the 420. Huh? Smoke it if you got it. Oh. SGA. Doubled. Pass to Caruso. 8 on the shot clock. Okay, they're still tied up down there. SGA gets it back. Draws another double. Turnaround. Fade away. Missed. Brought down by Toppin. 3:42 to go. Almost lost out of bounds. So he did go out of bounds. And then I'll give it right back to the Thunder. 3:38 to go. Here's Hartenstein. Caruso. Drive. Up with the left, and it missed. Tough. Back the other way. Toppin! Blocked by Hartenstein. I'm sorry, that was Hartenstein, right? Was that Chet? I think it might have been Chet. Now that I think about it. Kick out. Chet for 3. No, in and out. Dort races to get it. He'll reset over to SGA. 2:54 to go. SGA against Bryant. And he draws the foul. He just kind of lunged into Thomas Bryant, but he draws the foul. That'll be number 2 on Bryant. AEW Unified Championship, which will unify the International and Continental title. Okada versus Omega at All In. Huh. Okay. But you just knew freaking Ishbia was salivating at the possibility of, poaching coaches from the Cavs. They just better hope Jordan out works out. That'd be tough if it doesn't. They can't keep coaches now. 3 is missed. Especially because they're going to be trading Durant. Hope their fans are ready for a low-key kind of a down year. Because they're going to be trading Durant soon, too. It's all but inevitable. SGA. Pull up for 2 is good. And it's an 83-81 OKC lead. With about 2:05 to go. Drive up, tipped. But they're going to count it. Goaltending on Hartenstein. 83-83. Just about 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Here's the inbound. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Dort over to SGA. Pass. Hartenstein. Corner for Chet. Chet lost the ball, but it's saved and then lost again. And then it rolls almost out of bounds. Siakam saves it. Gets it up ahead to Halliburton. Back to Siakam. Here's Shepherd. Halliburton for 3. No. Tipped around. Saved. Siakam. Turner. Up top again. Halliburton navigating around. Trying to get space. Guarded. Siakam. 3 is missed. Taken by Dort. About a minute to go here in the third. Hartenstein Drive for SGA. Goes up. Tries to draw a foul. Nothing happening. Back the other way. And there's a foul on Caruso. 52.2 to go here in the third quarter. Salvador Perez hit a homer. Wow. They're only down by 4. That helps no one except my fantasy team. Cavs lost Chris Darnell, the Charge head coach, to Sacramento. Brian Tibaldi to Providence College. Jordan Ott to Phoenix, and Damari Carroll to Phoenix. Damn, that's they're getting coached like crazy now. Wallace and J-Dub are back in for the Thunder. One more free throw coming up. Made the first. And it's up, and he missed it off the side. Got the unfriendly roll this time. And the dunk for Chet Holmgren and the foul on McConnell. 3-point play coming up. Cavs coaching staff getting poached like crazy now. But I'm sure they'll hire some good coaches to replace them. I hope. But who wouldn't want to be a coach on this staff? Caruso returns for Hartenstein. Nesmith enters for Mathurin. Free throw up and good. 86-84 Thunder. Less than a minute to go. 30 seconds left here in the third. Game 3. McConnell. McConnell goes to the right side. Works. Good defense by Wiggins. Up. Missed it. Brought down by Caruso. Tipped to Williams. 8 seconds to go here in the third. Final shot coming up here. J-Dub against Nesmith. J-Dub for 3 is good. With 0.8 to go. And here's the heave at the buzzer. Not even close. And that's it for the third quarter. Through 3, 89-84 Thunder lead. They are 1 quarter away from going up 2-1 in the series. I think you are going to be happy because the Orioles beat the Tigers 10-1. I am very pleased. Do I hate any Western Conference teams? Well, the Suns are kind of up there. Why do you hate them? Because their owner hates my owner, my team's owner. So, by proxy, I don't like their team for the most part. It's just that's just the way it is. It's like low grade hate. Like, I don't wish bad things on the team. I'm not out here hoping that their team folds and, everything, but it's just ownership stuff, The owner's kind of petty. Warriors, I used to hate them a ton, but it's kind of died down a lot since the finals a couple years ago. I don't really hate Curry anymore. The only one I hate on that team still is Draymond. And even then, it's just like, meh, whatever. But I don't really hate any Western Conference teams. I think WWE going to sign Abaddon? I don't know. I really have no idea. Clippers are just annoying. The Clippers. Uh yeah, I don't really hate any Western Conference teams. Well, 6-3 now. Uh-oh. Are the Yankees gonna blow that game? White Sox losing 10-2. Brett Siegel, how about this? This is legit Brett Siegel, right? So he was on Twitter talking about Kevin Durant. This will be likely done by the draft. Teams have engaged in serious talks surrounding Durant since the end of May. Someone asked what other teams have checked in on Durant. He said Toronto and Cleveland. Why? I mean, do you really think we would check in with KD? No. That petty freaking loser BA would be like, hey, give us your entire team. If anything, we'd just be interested in being a third team in the trade. One for Mathurin. I don't think we would actually trade for Kevin Durant. Ah. I think the Cavs would be more like, I don't think they were straight up saying, "Hey, we're checking on Kevin." No, but we'd be like, "Hey, if you need a third or fourth team, we'd be down. We have an Isaac Okoro you could use." All right. Well, anyways, back to the action. Kick out, Caruso, corner. Well, Jason Wallace, almost said Williams, gets the bucket. 91-87. OKC leads in the fourth quarter. Drive almost blocked up and in from McConnell. Just don't see the Cavs even engaging for Kevin Durant himself. They would probably jump in and be a third team, like they did with the James Harden deal. As Hartenstein gets a nice little layup with the left hand. That's how we got Jarrett Allen. And there's a bump and a foul. I doubt the Cavs would actually try to trade for KD. The amount that they would have to give up would be enormous. Not to mention, I mean, we'd have to literally give up probably a good majority of our core to get him. Goes up and good the other way for Benedict. Benedict Mathurin has 22 points. Okay, the Yankees won. All right. Gives us a little bit more extra space in the division. Pass to Caruso is stolen. Back the other way. Oh, almost lost. He did lose it out of bounds. Back to the Thunder. Yeah, I highly doubt the Cavs are trade for KD. If they, I didn't think we'd actually trade for Donovan Mitchell either. But compared to this, we don't have nearly enough assets to get him. And the freaking salary cap thing is just all messed up too. I think we would jump in as the third or fourth team in that deal. Timeout Thunder. There's no way we would actually do that. There's not a way in hell we would actually do that trade. I'm gonna check my whoa, I don't want to get rid of that. Whoa, hold up. Let me update this real quick, guys. There we go. But yeah, there's no way we would actually trade for KD. We would be a third team in that deal, just like we were in the James Harden deal. That's how we would do it, because we don't have the assets to get KD, and I don't even think KD would want to come to Cleveland. I'm sure he'd love to play with Donovan Mitchell, but that's not going to happen. So my guy, Carter Rodriguez, Cavs. I think he's a Cavs writer, I guess. Where he does like a podcast for the Cavs. His 3 free agent targets for the Cavs this offseason. They'd all be like a 4 or 5, like a stretch 4 power forward center type. Yabusele, Larry Nance, or Chris Boucher. I mean, I would love Yabusele. I thought we would have a chance at him last year, but for some reason he chose to go to Philly. I would love him as a number 2 center off the bench. Or number 3 center off the bench, excuse me. Or backup center. Yeah. I mean, Larry Nance, if Larry Nance got a call from the Cavs, here for $1, bro. He would play here for $1. Because he loves Cleveland so much. I'd love to have Larry Nance Jr. back on the Cavs. That'd be cool. It'd be awesome to have him back on the Cavs. Especially with this Cavs team. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Okay, guys. I think we're all ready to go. The Thunder challenged and they won it. They retained their timeout. So it was a out of bounds off of McConnell. Chet Holmgren returns for Cason Wallace. SGA's back in for Wiggins. And Hartenstein will take a seat for the Thunder. Nembhard returns for Ben Shepherd. Lou Dort will check in for the Thunder. Siakam, Nembhard, Toppin, McConnell, Mathurin for the Pacers. Holmgren, J-Dub, SGA, Dort, and Caruso for the Thunder. Here's Caruso, right wing side. Underneath all alone is Holmgren again. How many times have they found him under the basket all alone? Damn. McConnell, Toppin almost lost it. Here's Mathurin. Siakam, back to Mathurin. Up top. Pacers going from left to right, of course. Siakam. Pull up for 2. Is airballed. Out of bounds. Back to the Thunder. Shot clock turnover, actually. That was the correct label. It was the shot clock turnover. So here comes the Thunder. And another turnover. Oh my God. Back come the Pacers. Toppin. '95-'91. McConnell spins. Got him on the flyby. Goes up and misses. Tip back. Nembhard 2 is good. And then a steal up and in for McConnell. God, gotta be careful with McConnell working, dude. He's like Alvarado. He just slips in there and takes the ball away. Damn. He's a thief. Sheesh. SGA against Nembhard. Draws a double. Fights through and draws the foul. People are going to be, oh, he's fighting through double teams and getting fouled. Hey, what? Jorge Alcala getting traded. Watch him be a Yankee. Alcala! Stinky. That's tough. Wow. It's that time of year, though. First free throw is missed for SGA. Cason Wallace returns for Caruso. Free throw is good. Three is good for Mathurin. 98-96 Pacers. Here's J-Dub. Up and in for two. 7:40 to go. Left wing side. McConnell. Toppin. Up top. Here's Mathurin. Mathurin gets bumped. Keeps his dribble, but lost the ball. Almost backcourt. Goes up. Almost blocked. Misses the shot. So much chaos there on that sequence. No fouls or anything. Refs letting them play. SGA inside. And there's a hard foul on Siakam. Holmgren was once again under the basket. Who is getting traded for cash considerations to finance the car and the tires? Oh my God. I forgot about that. The Guardians hitting a grand slam won two people a car and tires. That's freaking funny. Same person. No, someone won a car because of Carlos's home run, grand slam, and someone won tires because of that very same grand slam. Not the same person. Imagine the same person did win it though. Hey man, can I have your tires? If you give me your car. You just get like the car with no tires. Oh, that would be an epic troll job. Hey man, where's my tires? I don't know, some dude in some other city won them. He didn't tell me they were the car's tires. You mean the car comes with no tires? Hartenstein goes up and he missed it off the front rim. Taken by Turner. Here comes the Pacers. Nembhard, Turner, Halliburton. Sidestep for three. He's good. The Red Sox are acquiring Jorge Alcala from the Twins. Wow. Damn. Jorge Alcala. He's like a middle tier pitcher at best. Not a big name. Wow. But it is that time of year, of course. Trade season. The trade deadline is just over a month away in the MLB. I'm going to have to hit my guy JB Taylor up and see if he'd want to, do a link up again and do a trade deadline stream. We'll see though. If not, I might just not stream this year. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Jorge Alcala with the Twins. Yeah. Who are players? Who are okay? Here's who players love watching the most. Jose Ramirez. Bat to ball lefties are hard for me. Jose is a really tough matchup. He's been tough to pitch against. He's very clutch. Oh, I see. Yeah. Whatever we do in game 1, we can't do in game 2 because he'll be hunting that. Yeah. Everyone always knows if you face J-Ram in a clutch moment, late game, and there's a runner on, you'd be better off just walking him. Don't throw him anything good to hit because he'll make you pay. Of course, he does get caught being a little too over aggressive sometimes, trying to do too much because, in Jose's mind, he's the offense. He knows it. If he doesn't do it, we're probably not going to do anything. So he tries to be the hero and, get the big hit. Most of the time he comes up big, but there are times where he does piss me off because he'll try to get a big hit and he ends up hitting a derpy ass pop up or something. Pacers might win the championship. I don't know about that, but we'll see. They win this game, they're halfway there. They're halfway there. Halfway there. Yeah. Body built by Taco Bell. Wow. Okay. All right. Nesmith enters for Matherin. And Cason Wallace will exit. Ooh, Giants got the bases loaded. Top of the 8th. 1 out. 22 points. 9 of 14 from the field. 8 assists for Halliburton today. Or tonight. Caruso returns for Wallace. Here comes the Thunder. Approaching halfway here in the 4th quarter. J-Dub over to Hartenstein. Hartenstein. Dort. SGA. And he traveled. Too much dribbling. 6-4 Colorado leads. Ooh, damn. Wow. And then Turner turns it over with an offensive foul. Holmgren returns for Hartenstein. Right there. Yeah, just kind of pushed him. Here's J-Dub racing in against Nesmith. 101.98. Drive. Floater is good for J-Dub. 5:50 to go. Getting into that sweaty pulse. The words of the late, great Fred McLeod. Legendary. Almost blocked, but Turner gets the bucket. 5:33 to go. There's Caruso. Hartenstein. I'm sorry, Holmgren. Yeah. Drive. Blocked. Taken away by the Pacers. Here comes Nembhard. Chance to really put the Thunder behind the 8-ball. Up top. Halliburton left wing against SGA. Halliburton lost the ball for a second. Turns around. Jumper is too strong. Guys be colliding. And a foul on the floor on Caruso. The Thunder might actually lose this game. Wow. Pacers are playing like they're trying to end their little streak of losing game threes. Here's Nembhard. Hold up for two is good. Drive SGA, kick out, Dort, three, no. Here comes Halliburton. 4:32 to go and counting. Halliburton, drive, floater, up, back dunk by Toppin. Clean up on aisle one. Crowd's buzzing now. Here's J-Dub. Drives. Blocked by Toppin. Oh, blocked by Toppin. There's Nembhard. Nembhard around the screen. Pull up for two is no good. 3:43 to go. Up 7. Or down 7, excuse me. There's a miss. Blocked. SGA. Underneath. Holmgren is fouled on the floor. Ooh, now it's tied at 6. Wow. San Fran came back and tied it. Mike Yastrzemski, RBI, a 2-run double. Still one out against Kinley. Fitzgerald at the dish. Huh. Foul on Toppin. Pacers called timeout. Oh, this is going to be a fun ending. You still got 3 minutes, too. A lot can happen. But man, Pacers actually reversing their fortune and winning game 3 would be tough. He's a shades a bum. Damn. Cash back out of very high chance of being out that. And you go, serious no. I just make up my no fees, no really just I'm still in here. For savings, let's spell it. No, great, trusted with they done. All right. Siakam returns for Toppin. Game 4 will be on Friday, thanks to the Indiana Fever having a game on Saturday. That's the only finals game that's not 3 days after this one, or 3 days after the previous game. There's only 1 day off between two, compared to 2 for the other rest of the series. Because on Monday is Game 5. .332 to go. 326 left. SGA bumped. Pull up 2 is good. They're going to give game violation on the Thunder. Remember, I think after one more of those, it's free throws. It'd be a tech. Yeah. 3:13 left. Pacers trying to put it away. Halliburton. Kick out. Nesmith. 3. .256 to go in the fourth. Here's Williams. Jada trying to bob and weave like he's doing defensive drills. Lost the ball, taken away by the Pacers. 2:40 left. And a steal by Caruso. 1-on-2. It's foul. That's a hard foul by Nesmith. Damn. Hard foul by Nesmith. That'll be 2 shots for Caruso. Wow. So they're going to review it. Cartoon Network is bringing back all its heavy hitters, except for Ben 10. I mean, if they're gonna bring back the heavy hitters, you show reruns of Pokemon, like the OG Pokemon. I'm talking like the early days when Ash was really just starting his. Oh man, that would go. That would get me right in the feels, man. Relive my damn childhood. Sheesh. I mean, stop showing the same garbage every freaking day. Like, show some of the OG stuff. I'm saying, like, old style freaking Pokemon. How about Yu-Gi-Oh! Too? Yeah, remember that show? For any youngsters? For any comic fans? I mean, you could show, like, Teen Titans, the OG one, right? The one that had kind of dark undertones to it, low key. Like, that show got dark sometimes. I mean, my God. Man, that was a kid's show, but jeez. That show had some. That show got dark sometimes. My God. Like, they literally had freaking Raven on there, who's literally a demon, bruh. So they do not have any means for a flagrant. Yeah, so it'd be a shooting foul, but no flagrant. Overall, that show was cool, right? Robin, Bat, was it Starfire, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Raven? Yeah, that shit was nice. Nowadays, you got Teen Titans Go, and it's like, it's too corny. I guess they're bringing back Steven Universe, which I have never really watched. They need to bring back Ben 10, though. I would say Codename Kids Next Door as well, but I don't think that'll happen. No. Some shows you just kind of want to leave alone, right? Like with Teen Titans, they kind of left you on a cliffhanger. But honestly, fans have clamored for a season 6, but it's probably not going to happen. All right, free throw number 2 is good, and it's a 6-point game. 2:34 to go. Still got a lot of time. As we know, 2 minutes in basketball is an eternity. Heck, just look at what the Pacers have done to other teams in about a minute. And there's a near steal, and they fall for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Thunder ball, I think. I mean, SpongeBob is still cooking on Nickelodeon, too. That show has been around since I was a freaking toddler. God. I think I was like barely 3 years old when that show came out, and it's still going. 2:14 to go in the fourth. Inside, Holmgren, kick out, J-Dub, drive, kick out, Chet, blocked by Turner. Drives, lost it out of bounds, and it's Pacer ball. 1:55 to go, so less than 2 minutes left here in the game. This is about to be an intense final 2 minutes. Halliburton. Wide open, Nesmith 3 is missed. Brought down by Holmgren. Blah. 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 Damn. SGA. Step back. Good defense by the Pacers. You can't give these guys any space because they'll kill you. They will get you. SGA. Pull up 2 is no good. Taken by Nembhard. He'll give it up ahead. All alone to Siakam. Up and in for 2. Timeout Thunder. 112-104. Got spit on my computer. I'm spitting everywhere. Hey man, say it, don't spray it. I'm also trying not to get too loud too, you know. Gotta control my volume a little bit. Oh, trust me, if the Cavs were in this game, I'd be yelling and screaming like a damn banshee. But I mean, okay, sweet. If the Cavs were in this kind of situation, I'd have like an excuse to just scream and yell and be as loud and obnoxious as possible. But I'm kind of happy because if we were in this game, I'd be stressing out times a million. Eventually, I hope we eventually get back to this kind of game. All right. Thunder called timeout. It's an 8-point lead. If the Thunder, I'm going to turn off the scoreboard just to be safe. Turn it off. If the score gets within like 5 or even one possession, I'll turn it off, but I'm not going to do it for a multi-possession lead. There's a foul right off the bat. J-Dub racing to the line, racing to the paint. 1 minute to go in the game. 2 shots coming for J-Dub. How funny would it be though if the freaking Thunder came back and won this game? After what the Pacers did, that would just be hilarious. Have their hearts ripped out. Thunder fans would be like, now you know how it feels to have your shoe on the other foot, huh? Huh, loser? Yeah, that's right. Screw you. Cason Wallace will enter for Chet Holmgren. There's Scott Van Pelt. That must have been from earlier. Hard to tell, though. One more free throw coming up. And he missed it off the front rim. Easily rebounded by Halliburton. Underneath. Kick out to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. Kick out. Hallie misses. Rebounded. And a foul. So again, that's on Nesmith. That's number 5, or is he done? Oh, he's done. Oh, that's tough. I think he might have just fouled out. Yeah, Matherin's in for Nesmith. I think he just fouled out. Free throw. Misses the first one. Second free throw is good. 35.7 to go. Wallace falls down. Up ahead, here's Matherin. 29 seconds to go. And oh, they almost had a steal. But we're going to foul. Now, if you learned anything from the Thunder, Pacers, make your free throws. The Thunder have lost 2 games in these playoffs because of missed free throws itself. Literally. Well, that's what they had a foul to give. Right? Yeah, they had a foul to give. 27.6 to go. Inbound and an immediate foul. That'll be on Caruso. All right, number 3 on him. Matherin to the line for 2. First one is good. And Chet Holmgren returns. More coming up. And it's good. Here's the inbound. Goes up top. Holmgren for 3 is missed. Brought back. Nice rebound, and there's a foul on Nembhard. That's number 5 on Nembhard now. Free throw is up, and he missed the first one. Russo re-enters for Holmgren. Free throw number 2 is good. All right, so they'll gather the ball up here. And here comes the Pacers the other way. Nembhard going to stand with it. Siakam getting hounded. He'll drive up and got it for 2. And that all but buries the Thunder in game 3. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunder, though. But the Pacers are going to take a 2-1 lead in the finals. And that's it. Game 3 goes to the Pacers. Final score, 116-107, Indiana wins. And they now take a 2-1 lead in the series. They're halfway to an NBA championship. All right. Game 4 on Friday. Should be a banger. But of course, let's go through the box score. For the Thunder in the loss, 26 from J-Dub, 24 from from SGA, 20 from Chet. Great game from Chet Holmgren tonight. 12 from Dort, 7 from Cason Wallace. Off the bench, 8 from Caruso and 8 from Caruso, 6 from Joe, and 4 from Hartenstein. Overall, 37 of 79 from the field, 47%, 10 of 22 from 3, 45%, and 23 of 30, 77% from the line. 10 of 22 from 3, 37 of 79 from the field. 43 rebounds, 16 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 17 turnovers, and 20 fouls. For the Pacers and the win, 22 from Halliburton, 21 from Siakam, 9 from Turner, 8 from Nembhard, 7 from Nesmith. But the big buckets. Oh, wow. Big buckets from Mathurin, 27. Classic Mathurin. Always doing that off the bench. 10 from McConnell. It wasn't even his buckets that were big this game. 5 steals alone for McConnell. He was a menace in the passing lanes. 10 for McConnell, 8 for Toppin, 4 for Shepard. Overall, they shot over 51% from the field, 44 of 86, 9 of 27 from 3, 33%. So they really weren't shooting 3 as well, but they were making everything else. 19 of 22 from the line, 86%. And then 36 rebounds, 24 assists, 13 steals, 11 blocks, 13 turnovers, and 24 fouls for the Pacers. Again, game 4 will be on Friday because of the Indiana Fever on Saturday. They play at the same place. So, yeah, should be fun. I'll be back here on Friday. Of course, the Guardians are on an off day tomorrow, so I'll be able to relax a little bit. And I'll be back here on Saturday for that, right? And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. Let's see if there's any baseball games on. I'm going to watch. I'm sure there is. Oh, MLB tonight? Okay. But yeah, I'll see you guys Saturday. Or not Saturday, Friday. I'll see you guys on Friday for game 4. Congrats to the Pacers. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. Living on a prayer. But yeah, they're playing really well. See if they can follow it up in game 4. Once again, final score from this evening. 116-107 Pacers win. And again, 2-1 lead in the series. Halfway to our championship. And see if they can, again, follow this up in game 4. But you know the Thunder are going to come back ready to go in game 4. Short turnaround. So, with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Cavs, I guess. Whatever. See you guys later. I'm out. Let's go Cavs, even though they're not playing. Let's go Guards. Yeah. Bye-bye. Go Guards, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah.